Hello, people. I would like you guys to hear some horrible things Donald Trump said about veterans and military people who serve in the military, and people who are serving right now, even general top military people. Hear what Donald Trump said about them. By the way, I served in the military. I served 11 years in the military. Okay. I noticed that many people uh, in the military, Donald Trump would throw some crumbs to them. I'm sorry to use that expression, but he would throw some crumbs to them, meaning he would just use a small promise and give to them, and they're all over him, voting for him, talking about, he said he's going to increase the military size and this and that and that and that and that. And people just follow him like crazy. Right? Hear things he said about veterans and military people.
Donald Trump held another press conference on Thursday evening in what may be his most disgusting attack on the veteran community yet. During this press conference, Donald Trump dismissed Medal of Honor recipients as, quote, dead or in bad shape, saying that the Medal of Freedom that he gave billionaire mega donor Miriam Adelson is, quote, actually much better than the Medal of Honor because she is a, quote, healthy and beautiful woman, unlike the military veterans who are, quote, dead or in bad shape. Let me show you what Donald Trump just said moments ago.
Did you hear what
I have to say, Miriam, I watched Sheldon sitting so proud in the White House when we gave Miriam the Presidential Medal of Freedom. That's the highest award you can get as a civilian. It's the equivalent of the Congressional Medal of Honor, but civilian version. It's actually much better because everyone gets the Congressional Medal of Honor, that's soldiers. They're either in very bad shape because they've been hit so many times by bullets or they're dead. She gets it, and she's a healthy, beautiful woman.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that?
They're rated equal.
As military veteran and editor-in-chief at the Midas Touch.
Hold on. Did you hear that? That's how Donald Trump manipulates people, right? He said people who get military Medal of Honor, they are either in bad shape or they are dead. That this lady, civilian, donor, somebody who give him money, he gave him a similar award to her, and she's beautiful and she's in good shape. And then what is the phrase he used at the end? Please hear it. Please hear it. I want to play it again. The phrase, that's how Donald Trump deceives people. Watch it and hear it.
Bad shape because they've been hit so many times by bullets or they're dead. She gets it, and she's a healthy, beautiful woman. It's right. And they're rated equal.
And they are rated equal. You see that? That's how Donald Trump deceives people who cannot think further. I'm sorry, but I gotta say. You see that? And they are rated equal. Is rated equal? A civilian billionaire who give money and get that award, and a soldier who went to a foreign place, go struggle, put his life on the line, and he even said they come back battered and beat up, and some even die before they get there. And they are rated equal. You see, how Donald Trump know how to manipulate people? All that phrase, those phrases are placed psychologically. And then you'll be like, yeah, he didn't say that. He said all of them are equal. Even if he said they are equal. You see, he said that so you can say, if you question him, he said, no, I didn't say, you are in bad shape and you die. He will overlook that and consider they are all rated equal to manipulate people. And people who are not analytical about his ideas, they'll say, oh, he didn't say that. He said they are all equal. Even if he said they are all equal, that's craziness. Oh my goodness.
Veteran and editor-in-chief at the Midas Touch Network, Ron Filipkowski, writes, this might be the most disgusting thing Trump has said since he first ran for president. This man is scum. He has never truly honored vets from his heart.
He never did.
He plays a game of using them as props for his own personal gain.
Exactly.
It's sad his con job is good enough to fool so many. Another
he fools so many.
Honestly, this is just so deranged and sick, even for him. Peter Henline writes, no, F this guy.
You hear
He
that?
says the Presidential Medal of Freedom he gave to one of his billionaire donors is better than the Medal of Honor, which
Exactly.
is the highest military award given for heroism in battle, often posthumously. This is absolutely disgusting. But this is par for the course for Donald Trump. Donald Trump has always attacked veterans. He called them suckers and losers. He's attacked all of the military generals who have worked for him. He's called them dumb. He's called them stupid. He's called for the execution of the former chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Milley.
Exactly.
Let's just go through some of that right now, shall we? I
Please,
want to
please,
show
yeah.
how disgusting
Here's Donald Trump saying
Donald Trump is now. Donald Trump previously attacked Senator John McCain, the late
John
Senator
McCain.
John
I love
McCain,
John McCain.
heroic John McCain.
He put
because
country over
Donald Trump
party.
said he's not really a hero because he got captured. Play the clip.
He hit me. He's not a war hero. He's a war hero. He's a war hero because he was captured.
You hear that?
I like people that weren't captured, okay?
I like people that were not captured. He does not respect John McCain.
Affordable Care Act has
Can
been
you imagine
further
that?
expanded through the ability of Medicare to negotiate on behalf of its recipients, lowering the cost of prescription drug prices. Let's not forget that recently Donald Trump mocked the late great Senator John McCain's arm injury sustained while he was a prisoner of war because he didn't vote to rip away health care and take away the Affordable Care
Please,
Act.
yeah. Hear how he
When Donald
make fun
Trump
of
said this,
John
play
McCain.
the
Yeah.
clip.
Obamacare is a catastrophe. Nobody
make fun
talks
of his
about
hand.
it. You know, without John McCain, we would have had it done. John McCain, for some reason, couldn't get his arm up that day. Remember? He goes that like that. That was the end of that.
You hear that?
Recently,
He's making
in
fun
a
of
speech-
John McCain's hand. John McCain who was mistreated when he was captured for years, and then he couldn't move his hand.
When Donald
Donald
said
Trump
this,
making fun of
play
him.
the clip.
Obamacare is a catastrophe. Nobody talks about it. You know, without John McCain, we would have had it done. But John McCain, for some reason, couldn't get his arm up that day. Remember? He goes that like that. That was the end of that.
You hear that?
Recently, in a speech,
You hear that? You hear that? He's making fun of the guy is dead and gone. John McCain. His whole family, his lineage, his grandfather was a general and all kind of stuff. Was an admiral. I think it's an admiral, Navy admiral. And this guy, the guy is dead. And he's still making fun of it. John McCain was a notorious Republican. Come on, people. Why are you going to vote for this guy? No, for real. It's a betrayal to America if you vote for Trump. I'm telling you, man. That's just clear. What quality does he have? This guy lie like he breathes. He lie like he's breathing. Why would anybody vote for this guy? This is not a matter of partisanship, man. It's a matter of patriotism. Put country over party, like John McCain did. John McCain did many times when he was in office, when he was a senator. Many times, John McCain will oppose the Republican Party, although he's a Republican, because he said, no, I gotta put country over party. Please, people, you can't vote for Donald Trump, man. After this election, the next one, when somebody normal come, vote for your party, fine. But this time, you have to vote for democracy. You have to put the country over party.
In Virginia,
Especially a sick
Donald
man.
Trump bashed his former chief of staff, General John Kelly. Donald Trump said General John Kelly, Trump's own former chief of staff, who confirmed on the record that Donald Trump called military veterans suckers and losers. And John Kelly said he heard it. Donald Trump then said that General John Kelly, who served our country bravely and courageously, is the dumbest of them all. Here, play the clip.
Yeah.
If you want the fastest, most accurate, state-of-the-art window tint, then you've come to the right.
Kane, right? Raisin Kane, you know that story. Raisin Kane, he was great general, real general, not the television. We have a lot of television generals, they're no good. Like Billy. How about Billy? We had some, like the dumbest of them all, General Kelly. He didn't know. He was lost in the White House. That poor guy didn't know what the hell was happening. He was like a lost, we used to call him a lost soul.
Okay, there's
general.
nothing worse than light pouring in the house when you're trying to catch up on some rest. Having
You hear that right? A general.
People.
A
He was
general.
incapable
They're not trying to make
of
fun of
doing
a general.
good job, so I fired him like a dog. Donald Trump said, and he posted that over and over again. Then Donald Trump called General Milley. Donald Trump then went on to post over and over again, I couldn't stand the guy, referring to General John Kelly. By far the dumbest of my military people. He was incapable of doing a good job.
So what are you?
So I fired him like a dog.
He fired a general like a dog.
That over and over again. Then Donald
so
Trump
if a general is dumb, what are you?
Former chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. We're talking about 4-star generals here. Donald Trump called Milley stupid. Play this clip.
We take every little tent. We take all the big tents. We take the army tanks, the planes. We take everything. And I had a couple of guys like this guy Milley. What a stupid person he is. Milley, no, he's a stupid. Sir, he said to me, it's cheaper to leave the equipment than it is to take it.
And Donald Trump calls all the generals who work for him stupid.
Did you hear that? It's cheaper to leave the equipment than to take it. So why will you spend more money to go get equipment when the cost of bringing the equipment will be more than the equipment itself? And he think that guy is stupid. Really?
General Matisse, General Milley, he goes, they're real beauties. Here, play this clip.
You know Mattis, General Mattis, General Milley, real beauties. General Milley's the one that decided to take the soldiers out first, okay? General Milley is the one that said, let's leave $85 billion worth of equipment behind because it's cheaper than taking it out. It's cheaper than putting a tank of nice, clean fuel in the airplane and flying it to Pakistan or flying it all the way home. It's cheaper to leave it there. We left them brand new planes, brand new helicopters, thousands of night.
By the way, earlier today, J.D. Vance was giving a speech at the Veterans of Foreign War post-92, VFW post-92. J.D. Vance didn't even know what a VFW post is, and he said a VF, and he had to like pull out the card to even know where he was speaking in front of. Play this clip.
It's great to be here. It's great to be part of VFW Post 92. I've actually got the card right here in my pocket. I'm officially a member, so this is not the last time you're going to see me.
I want to share this for you as well, so you remember it. Kaiser Kong, who was
why will you vote for Donald Trump? Why?
Gold Star father. Here's Kaiser Khan in 2016 when he called out Donald Trump for saying that the war dead are suckers and losers. Gold Star father. Here, play the clip.
You have sacrificed nothing. And no one.
Here's Donald Trump's reaction to that. Here,
please hear how stupid this is. Please hear Donald Trump.
Well, that sounds, who wrote that? Did Hillary's script writers write it?
How would you answer that, Father? What sacrifice have you made in the country?
I think I made a lot of sacrifices.
You hear that?
I worked very, very hard. Created thousands and thousands of jobs, tens of thousands of jobs. Built great structures. I've had tremendous success.
That's sacrifice.
Oh, sure, I think that's sacrifice.
Did you know even say, is that sacrifice? He said yes.
A video we created at the
Lord have mercy.
Network called Draft Dodger Don. We created this 4 years ago. Play this clip.
I didn't serve. I haven't served. I had a foot thing, and I had deferment for that.
Mr. Trump said, you think I'm stupid? Not going to Vietnam.
Let's take John.
You hear that?
He's a war hero because he was captured.
You hear
I
that?
like people that weren't captured, okay?
I always wanted to get the Purple Heart. This was much easier.
I know more
You hear
about
that?
ISIS than the generals do, believe me.
The president called
What does he know
former
about
Defense
ISIS?
Secretary James Mattis the most overrated general.
Russian intelligence officers offered to pay the Taliban to kill American troops.
President Trump was told about this in March, and he has done nothing.
The president called U.S. service members buried in France losers and suckers.
His visit
Hear
was
that?
struck because the president feared the rain would ruin his hair.
When Senator John McCain died, the president told his senior staff, we're not going to support that loser's funeral.
We keep people accountable for the way they treat our veterans, and if they don't treat them well, we say, sorry, you're fired, get out.
You see, that's just what he throws in.
Midas touch is responsible.
When he mistreats you, he will throw one phrase in, and people fall for it.
4-star General Bob McCaffrey. Here's what he's had to say about the character of Donald Trump. Let's play this clip.
It's a tragic situation to read this kind of well-resourced, incredible accounting on what was going on, much of which, by the way, I was aware of at the time. We had 60,000 killed and wounded protecting the American people following 9/11. Wars in Iraq, Afghanistan, special operations missions around the world. It was a giant loss. The armed forces were totally committed to include the National Guard and Reserves. And so to have a president with this, first of all, an ignorant man of the first order,
Exactly.
a lawless man who was unaware of the Constitution,
Exactly.
he could do anything he basically wanted to. And at the time, I was reporting on this network that when they put an acting Secretary of Defense, a retired lieutenant colonel, and a gang of his coterie into the Department of Defense, I said, this guy is setting up a coup against the United States. That's what you'd have to conclude if it was a third world country. So we were vulnerable to having a president in office with immense authority who was truly lacked any character.
And notably, Donald Trump picked a running mate in J.D. Vance, who said the following about 4-star General Bob McCaffrey. J.D. Vance said, your entire time in military leadership, we won 0 wars. You drank fine wine at bullshit security conferences while thousands of working class
Can you
kids
imagine
died
that?
on the battlefield. Oh, by the
general.
way, how much do you stand to gain financially from a war with Russia, Barry? So attacking a 4-star general right there. Let me leave you with this. This is what former chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, Milley, said during his retirement ceremony about Donald Trump. Here, play this clip.
Let's do this.
We're not taking oath to a tribe. We're not taking oath to a religion. We're not taking oath to a king or a queen or a tyrant or a dictator. And we don't take an oath to a wannabe dictator. We don't take an oath to an individual. We take an oath to the Constitution, and we take an oath to the idea that it's America, and we're willing to die to protect it. Every soldier, sailor, airman, Marine, Guardian, and Coast Guardsman, each of us commits our very life to protect and defend that document, regardless of personal price.
Let me share this one other clip with you before I forget. Here, CNN's CNN correspondent talking about how one of the things that General Kelly told him for his book is how Donald Trump would always praise Hitler in front of play this clip.
I have to tell you, when General John Kelly told me the story of Trump's praise for Hitler, here's John Kelly. He's a retired Marine general, served in the military for more than 4 decades. Is a Gold Star father. He lost his son in combat in Afghanistan. And he told me, he would sit across from the president at the time, praising Hitler, praising Hitler's generals for being loyal to him.
You hear that?
And he would be
Donald Trump praised
Hitler. He
Hitler.
has to remind
he prayed Putin many times, right? He praised him.
Did. I mean, Kelly said to me, he said, I can't believe he forgot the Holocaust. This is
what, in your opinion, is Trump just stupid?
He's stupid, he's selfish, he's crazy.
Interested in knowing the facts.
Yeah.
He's
And
stupid,
the facts are the most basic history.
he's crazy, and he's selfish. He's unqualified to even go on a military base.
So Trump's imagination,
Not to talk about going to the Oval Office.
Can make him his friend or negotiate a better deal just doesn't line up with the facts. Russia is very invested in bringing us down.
There you have it. Judge for yourself. Hit subscribe. Horrific what he's saying tonight.
All right, people, don't vote for Donald Trump, man.
Let's get to 3 million subscribers.
Don't vote for Donald Trump. I'll tell you guys, don't vote for Donald Trump. If you serve in the military, he doesn't value you. Okay, I told you, I did my part.